Sarah, I'm going to ask you some quick fire questions, and I want to know the first answer that comes to your head and how you feel about it. Sarah does not know what these questions are, by the way.
And sorry, we just also had a bit of a bouncy.
Yeah, I've got chocolate in my teeth. How do you feel about facelifts and plastic surgery?
Oh, I'm all for it.
Yes. Tell me more. Tell me why. Tell me.
Absolutely. So I think everything's changed. Society is moving forward. Mm-hmm. We're all understanding that we're able to age gracefully and treatments are around to help us do that. There comes a point sometimes where there is problems that actually no treatments that I can offer in clinic is going to solve, and so actually, the under eye area, oh my goodness, so hard to treat, and actually that person's wasting money upon money, but actually you could just go and have surgery done and and it would be really effective. So and mentally, how great's that?
Yeah.
So I think society has changed. I think that clinics and surgeons are far more experienced, so it's more affordable. Mm-hmm. And it is becoming the norm, definitely, in my industry. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm going to state, however, do I agree with you popping to other countries, etc. for those? That may need a whole nother discussion.
Yeah.
But I think in the UK, I'm really, really proud to hear that actually this is actually being more and more accepted. And a lot of my patients are having these treatments. And I am actually feeling really confident to suggest it to them when the time's right.
Really?
Absolutely.
Okay. Love
So
that.
yeah,
Woohoo.
Will I be? Hell yeah.
Really? Yeah. I feel the same, and I also think but I also question as well, where do you think's like the best time to do it? Is that going to be different for everyone? Because sometimes I feel like people can have it done too young or too old as well. Like sometimes is it like, well,
I love what you just said. I think the fact that you've added an age on it, I think too young needs to be really, really careful.
Yeah.
And I think we've got to look into body dysmorphic problems and make sure that they're massively being assessed by that practitioner that's about to do surgery on them.
Yeah.
And that we feel that it is actually psychologically the right thing to do, and it's a requirement, not just an obsession.
Yes, love that.
When is the right time? I don't think I can answer that. It's when my patients are coming to me and I'm like, right, I think it's time now that we've done this treatment a few times and we're still not getting the results you want. Would you consider X, Y, and Z? And sometimes I wouldn't even attempt to do what they're asking me. I'd be like, we've passed the moment and it's time. So when am I going to have it? I don't know.
Yeah.
But I will make that decision. And it's a bit like everything else but via injectables. As long as it's done in moderation and not an obsession and too much, why not?
Yeah, cool. Love it. Okay.
Next one.
What treatments has Sarah Hartfree had done?
All of it. I mean, all of it. I have it all in moderation. So I've had Botox.
Yeah.
All over face.
Yeah.
I'm going to make you giggle a little bit because I've done it to my lower face recently and I feel like I'm just pulling slightly. So every time I go and giggle, today I'm having to just cover it up. So basically I control which way my muscles pull. I also then fill with filler into my hollow spaces to, reform my platform, my cement, basically. I, of course, use a really good skincare brand.
Oh, who could that be?
I do skin boosters. So I do the regenerative medicine. I have had threads. That might be new to a lot of people,
really?
Actually.
And did you like threads? Because I hear different things or seeing different things or...
Do you know what? I hated it.
Yeah.
But I now probably
You would.
like it. I think the recovery time, you need to be aware of that. And I'm actually contemplating doing my training.
Cool. Okay.
Because I do think it's an option before surgery.
Really?
And I do think if done safely, it can be done really effective. So I think that's everything. I haven't had physical surgery on my face. But yes, I do. Everything that is in my clinic, I have had done because it's totally right for me to experience it. so that I can educate you from a patient perspective as well. But the only thing that I don't do that you guys might not know about is threads. I've had that done as well.
Wow. Okay.
And I think I still look normal.
Oh my God, yeah.
I've still got lines and wrinkles. I still have a different anatomy each side, which is the norm, you know. So, but I'm happy, and I would like to just keep that on a nice, safe plateau. I don't want to be that practitioner that looks overdone.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I often do see that.
Yeah.
That's really important to me. So I'm always wary of that. But my maintenance will continue.
I think you look amazing.
For life.
Yeah. Good for you.
Next.
What is your favourite treatment to do in clinic?
Oh, that is hard. Botox.
Really?
Toxin. I think it's just such, you know, the 1, 2, 3 areas. It's so dated. Like, you know, you could just be so clever with the way you can change which way a muscle pulls. I mean, the science behind that. Look, I'm getting all excited. Yeah. It's just, everyone just thinks of it as a boom, boom, boom. But oh my God, the power of which way it can pull. The power of what it can do medically wise for excess sweating, migraine, hand sweating. It is just a phenomenal drug. And it can just be, you know, life-saving. Teeth grinding. I mean, people up all night. It's massively underestimated of a skill, and it excites me that how much it can do with just one drug.
Yeah, I love Botox.
Definitely.
Okay, next one. Is there a treatment that you've ever done or trained in which you've then stopped doing because you haven't liked the results or what it does, or, you know?
Okay, I love this question. I'm going to talk about a treatment that's still trending actually out there. And that is a drug that basically when you inject it into your fat pads, it dissolves them.
The fat dissolver.
There you go. So common areas here or in your tummy. Now, it's one of those treatments. It was trending a while ago, like 3-4 years ago when I did my training. And so, you know, like I said, when I first started all of this world, I went and thought I did learn everything and it'll all be amazing. And now I'm like, scrap it. I will still do it for the right patient, but I'll give them this big, like, talk. It either has worked for my patients or it hasn't. And so I just think for me, I'm not won over by it. You know, I don't see enough. But we've now got a yellow bottle. You heard of yellow bottle?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
And the before and after pictures of that are looking pretty impressive. I'm going to give you a fact on this. That drug does not have UK approval.
What? But you can do it. But you can do it, right? But how does that
happen?
How?
None of my pharmacies allow me to purchase it. And so I have people all the time contact me about it, and I'm actually seeing really good before and after pictures. So, you know, for a split second, I thought, oh God, maybe actually this treatment does work. I was just using the wrong product.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to use a product that's not got any approval. And the reason why it's got no approval is because it's got no data to tell me what's going to happen to that patient in 10 years' time.
Yeah.
No, thank you. So for that, the fat dissolving treatment in my clinic, it's kind of in the bottom of the cupboard.
Yeah, I get it. Okay. Right, one more. Can you go too far with Botox? So what I mean by that is I hear this preventive Botox. And there's this huge thing of that's a load of rubbish, or, you know, if you have it done at this age, then you're going to look like you're going to have Botox face at this age, all these things. Is that something to be worried about? Is that just a myth? Is that just
not quite a myth, but maybe not explained scientifically?
Yeah.
So starting too early. So I have had some early 20s coming to me asking for Botox. I want to see what muscle. Show me. So if I'm not seeing that strong frown, you know, really, really strong movement lines because they've got really heavy muscle movement, then I will decline them.
Yeah.
Like I would decline an older lady coming to me saying, oh, do I need 3 areas? Some clinics will only do 3 areas. Yeah. I will do what is required. You know, if I feel you've got time to hold it, you know? It's an expensive hobby at the end of the day. Doing it too late, though, of course, is much harder because the lines are embedded. So then people come and then think that they're going to have a smooth forehead.
It's too late.
But it's kind of too late. It's not too late to have it because you're now going to stop it from getting any worse. But I might not be able to get rid of the embedded lines. Does that make sense? So too early is crazy. You're wasting your money. And then too late is not worth doing. It's just that you're not going to get... It's managing expectations. Yeah. The too early myth, I think, is more about, remember, this is a drug. It's not a pathogen like filler. So it has a mode of action. When you take an antibiotic regularly, your body can build up an immunity to it. And then sometimes you have to then filter to a different one. That is the same with toxin because it's a medication.
Really?
And so... I think the discussion needs to be more, can I build up immunity to the toxin so that when you reach a certain age, it's not as effective?
So can you change toxin? Can you change?
You can change brand, yeah. And or you can do your homework on what toxin your practitioner uses.
Really?
Because I'm very confident with the brand that I currently use, there's no actual any... statistical evidence that so far to date anyone has built up immunity, which I'm loving right now. But you've got to understand how the world of a medical drug works. Your body will fight against it and build immunity to it. So I think that is more where the myth is going wrong. I also want to put this one in there because I have a lot of ladies come to me and be like, oh, it's not working as well now.
Yeah.
You're still aging, ladies.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
All right, so you're still getting older.
Yeah.
The skin is still losing its laxity.
Yeah.
So it's never going to be as good as what it was when maybe you started it 10 years ago.
Yeah, I get that.
But as a practitioner, we very quickly blame it on ourselves that we're doing something wrong. But it just might be the whole picture. Yeah. There might be a slight immunity building. There might be a point that they're aging as well.
Yeah, and that's where it comes into the aging gracefully thing, I guess.
Absolutely.
Yeah, love it. Thanks.
No worries.